hold on, before you start recording.
Alright, people.
Oh, fuck, you already. God damn it. I literally said before you start recording, and then as soon as I stand up, you're like, alrighty, campers. Start this
Alright,
shit
well,
off.
I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep that in the fucking video. Well, alrighty, campers. Welcome back to a new Blurred Eyes podcast. As you can see, we got the beautiful galaxy behind us. I bought that for like $5.
You got it off Temu.
I got the universe just on my TV. It's inside my TV actually. I grabbed the universe and I put it inside my TV. Because why not?
Thanos bought Infinity Stones off of Temu.
You're like leaning back in the chair. You're real relaxed over there, aren't you?
I am. I'm sitting in the chair right now.
Alright.
Oh, man.
Of course, I have my signature finished Coca-Cola and my full Coca-Cola. Not sponsored by Coca-Cola. Unless you guys want to sponsor us, which I'd be fine with, me personally. You gonna add anything to this conversation?
I'm unfazed over here. Hold on.
I feel like you're going through it over there.
Alrighty, campers. Let's talk about Tiananmen Square.
The Tiananmen Square massacre.
You want to know what's funny? I was at 100% when we first started getting ready for this video. Now I'm at low power. Give me a minute.
Oh, you're lying. You're already at low power?
Yeah, we've been prepping this for like 40 minutes. Actually, no, this thing was at half power. It was at half, Cracker.
Still, mine can last like 3-4 hours before getting to low power.
So here, I'm about to ascend into the heavens.
Levitating off the floor.
What the? I can't see. I'm operating blind over here. My fault, gang.
No, my God.
Let me exit the astral plane real quick. All right, hey man, how you doing?
Big thanks. Welcome back.
Had to pay my friend Doctor Strange a visit. Mr. Weird, some say.
This on the Blurred Eyes podcast. It's almost the end of the summer already. Isn't that crazy? It's already almost the end of the summer. And we haven't we did put out the MW2 video.
We did. We got like 2, maybe 3 videos out.
But other than that,
we got like a podcast or 2. Yeah, summer has not been
one podcast.
I think we got 1 podcast and like 1 or 2 COD videos in. We're lazy on podcast videos.
Yeah, we've been extremely lazy in all regards for these past few weeks.
Plus, we both got stuff going on.
Lazy. I haven't had stuff going on. He has though.
You're building a house, Cracker.
Things going. Well, we already put down the rebar, so the house building part is done for us until the plumbing when they actually.
You should just got the house 3D printed. Have you ever seen this?
I'm gonna ignore that comment. So basically,
have you ever seen those? Those are good houses.
3D printed houses. Those are real.
Have you seen them?
Real things.
Yeah.
No.
It like lays out the concrete.
It's not 3D printed then.
You're mentally handicapped. If you look up a 3D printed house...
You're physically handicapped.
You're right.
And mentally.
All of the above. Checklist. Let me ascend back into the astral plane for a minute. I'll do my voodoo magic on this dead goat.
We did watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, though.
We did.
That was a good movie. I ain't gonna lie. It was actually a good movie. Really, really late on us telling you about it, but we watched it the first day it came out.
God damn.
We also had another friend
like 30 minutes early for no reason.
Wouldn't shut up throughout the movie. I remember in the beginning of the movie, our friend was talking shit about every single commercial that came on before the movie. And as soon as the movie came on,
where
a guy
Miles was
turns to
You can go.
You want to finish this? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So before the movie like actually starts, you have like the whole Marvel intro and everything. My friend is still talking, and so some guy like 2 seats away from us turns and is like, "You gonna talk for the whole movie or just right now?" I was sitting there like, no,
Shut the fuck up, old man.
you fucking.
There's a
shut the
scene
fuck up.
where Miles was like getting confident, and he was like, I think it was the "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing" part, when he
Yeah,
stood
it
up
was.
and
I think
he
it
said,
was.
"Sit down, young thug." And I thought that was so funny. Or no, he called him like Thug Life. He said,
I
"Calm
remember
down,
what he
Thug Life."
said perfectly. He said, "Okay, Thug Life."
Yeah. There was one point where he said, "What's up, you danger?" He did that line, and then he was being kind of racist, but he was pretty funny the entire time. That's why I
Of
like
course he
going to the
was.
movies. You should have been there when we went and saw Avatar. He was talking about how the
I don't want to know
like
the
the
jokes he
light
would
blue.
make during Avatar. Yeah.
He was talking. He told me how the avatars were like black people and how the I don't remember if he called the like light blue avatars that lived out on the ocean. I don't remember if he called them Mexicans or mixed people, like light skinned. And then he called the regular blue avatars just black people. Because I'm sure you can guess why, but it was hilarious. He was very
You know what?
racist when you take him to the movies.
Sometimes.
He also tried to touch me in the bathroom, but I fought my way out.
Looking mighty fine after that Avatar movie.
Oh, it was before.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Shit.
we've been looking at some things, right? Looking at
Yeah, yeah.
motorcycles in particular.
Correct.
And I'll let Dylan speak about his motorcycle first, and then I'll speak about mine.
Okay, so um I'm looking to get a Kawasaki Ninja 400. More specifically, the Arctic White. I think that's what it is, just the white one. And you're getting a. What are you getting?
I've been looking at many, but when it comes down to it, I think that I'm going to get the Suzuki Bandit. The Bandit.
That's the orange and black one, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least muted his mic. Could have at least.
Give me a
muted his
second. I had
mic.
to spaz out there. We're gonna cut that out of the video.
Oh, you better. We're editing this one.
Oh yeah, you guys will see that we actually will edit this.
Yes, this
So
one
I'm
will
looking
be
at the
better.
I'm looking at the Suzuki Bandit.
Is that the black
So
and orange one?
it's not the black and orange one. That's I think that's
So I remember when we were
it was
talking
like
over
a
text
Honda.
message.
It was a different. It was like a Honda CB. I don't remember. It was like a Honda something.
So you
But-
finally made the decision.
Yeah, when I was talking with my dad about motorcycles, because I mean he's been a motorcycle guy for a while, but he sold all of his shit when he got in an accident. So I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "Well, before I got into the accident, he said that he was looking at a Suzuki Bandit." I was like, "Huh, that sounds like a cool motorcycle." So I looked it up. I think that might be the most perfect motorcycle for me, I ain't gonna lie. Because the motorcycles that I have been looking at, like, they're nice motorcycles, but they're not going to be able to get me where I need to go. Because they're not really
Yeah.
fast. And I, like, as soon as I leave my new house, I'm going to be straight on the interstate. So I need something that'll be able to keep up with the traffic.
What's its max miles per hour?
Oh shit, I
its
forgot. It's
highest?
like I'm gonna have to, let me search that up real quick. I got my phone right next to me.
Alright, I got you.
Well, they've been making it for a very long time, so it might give me like a new version.
Maybe. Well,
Top speed. 127 miles per hour.
good. Mine's 130.
Yeah.
Would be
So it'll help me make it through traffic
right.
like a normal person does.
I have to keep my keys on me because my sister might try to take it.
Oh.
Knowing her, she's like 18. You know, she's one of those.
She doesn't. Yeah, but she doesn't. Oh, she's. Oh, okay.
And she's a speed demon. So
Yeah. See, I would have my shit locked in a safe, dog.
I hate her. I hate when she drives because she drives her grandma's Mustang, and it's like this red
Oh, God.
Mustang, whatever the like. And she has her whole TikTok's based off that Mustang. She acts like she owns it, which is hilarious to me.
How
But
new is the Mustang? Is it an old Mustang?
I don't know. It's not an old, but it's not that new. It's not old
What's the
though.
body
Let's say
shape
within
look
that
like?
last 5 years.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's say within the last 5 years is when it was made. I guess because I know it's not old,
So
but
it
it's
would
not
be
no
it
like
would be pretty fast, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know what I want as my first car because I know I'm gonna have to get a first car because I can't get a first motorcycle. So I don't know what I'm gonna get as my first car.
What car are you practicing in right now?
My mom's Camry. So
I
I'm
drive a
guessing
truck,
that
but it
my
only has
dad
two
drives.
doors.
My dad
drive a
drives a
single cab.
Tundra, but that thing is like big as fuck. It's like
Yeah.
stupid big.
Ooh, what's your dog barking
So-
in the background?
Because she doesn't. That's because she, as soon as anybody comes even close to our house, she acts like she's the biggest, toughest thing in the neighborhood.
I'll punt that dog.
You could. You feasibly
I
could.
played
You
football.
could punt Emma.
I can do it.
You could, yeah, you could.
Shatter every bone in her body. I play hacky sack with it.
I said her name. I said her name Emma, and now I'm just waiting and hoping that some girl named Emma watches the video. We're talking to you.
We'll find you, and we'll beat you up in the night. We'll catch you when you're sleeping.
Punt you out the window
Mm-hmm.
to the wall.
You'll wake up in the middle of the night and you go use the bathroom, you go back to sleep, you peep your eyes a little bit, all you see is me and him standing over with a bat and a potato sack.
Alright. So,
You drinking?
let's talk about vacations. What have you been doing as for vacations?
I
Well, I already know what you did, but might as well just tell them.
sorry.
God damn,
The
glitching the fuck out.
fuck yeah, I'm over. Oh, the voices are getting louder. I went to Grand Sandestin, which
Oh.
is in Florida. It's kind of right under Alabama. The water was like crystal clear. I went to this place called like Baytown Wharf. I stayed in like a grand hotel. A really nice big room. The balcony. There was a fight at the pool, which was pretty cool. I
There was
enjoyed
a
that
fight
a lot.
at the pool.
Yeah, it was like old people, and then it turned into a race war, and I was laughing the entire time. I loved it.
You're lying. You're lying.
Yeah,
Ain't no
so-
way.
There was this 62-year-old guy who used to coach like professional football, and his wife were there. And his wife was chilling with her friend, and this old dude was throwing football with this little black boy. And this little black boy and his a little bit older brother were like tossing the football with him. And I tell you, they had mean arms, dude. They could throw really good, and they were like friendly banter back and forth.
Yeah.
They were like I think they were Georgia Bulldog fans, and the old dude and his wife were like Roll Tide fans, and they kept calling each other like, "We're gonna get the Bulldogs" when he throws the ball to the Bulldogs fan kid, and it was just friendly banter. And well, you'd think throwing a foam football at a pool, you'd be watching where it's going as you're throwing it, especially if you're throwing it to another person.
Yeah.
Right? You'd be
it
watching
the
the ball.
Pool, didn't it?
No, they were playing in the pool. The old man was in the pool. They were playing, and they were throwing the ball. And this dude, this random old man, like maybe in his 40s, some dad, came up and he was cussing out that woman, the old man's wife, and then he started cussing out the old man, saying that the ball hit a kid already, and they had already asked him to stop 5 times. Which, by the way, I was watching the entire time. None of that ever happened. And then he was really just Debbie Downing on their fun time, really. And then apparently later on, I looked away. I ate a sourdough bologna sandwich, right? Sourdough bread. It was honey ham and bologna with cheese and mayonnaise, and it had barbecue chips. But I ate my sandwich, and I looked back up, and apparently the angry dad threatened to kill the little black boy. And then the little black boy ran up to his apartment, told his entire family, which there was like 8 of them bad boys. They all flooded down like a bunch of ants to the pool. And then the angry dad and the black dad were talking. The black dad was super calm the entire time. He was just asking him like, dude, that's not okay. You can't do that. And the angry dad was just like, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. And then, and then I guess he might have been like a cousin or something, or like an uncle. But this other older black dude, probably like in his 20s or his 30s, he walked up and he was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" He was part of that family. He walked up, he was like, "What's going on? What's happening?" And then a black lady that was in that family had said, "It's that white privilege stuff. It's that white privilege stuff. Look at all these white people and their white privilege," and like pushed them out, and they left. Well, eventually that whole black family left, and then the old man and his wife started talking about how they don't understand why that guy was being racist, and how God apparently created everyone equally, and I honestly didn't pay attention at that part, but I heard everything they said. And then that dude came over there like they were talking smack about him, and was literally right as we were leaving, I turned to look to see if anything was happening, and that old dude and that angry dad were like this to each other, like their noses were touching, just like pointing in each other's faces, screaming. And my little cousins were like right next to them, literally like 2 feet away. My 6 and 12-year-old cousins, little girls, were just sitting right there.
How do you gotta be so...
He was petty, dude. He was just causing problems for no reason. The ball never hit anybody.
No life, so you have to start conflict.
Whoa!
Yeah, I can't do that. Wait, maybe I can.
I let go of my controller for a second. Look, I let go of my controller for a second, and it did that, and I just started moving my hand, and it was like, ooh. See if it comes back.
I think if I turned on my thing, it would let me use my hands too, but using your hands in VR chat's kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie.
It really is. You can't really walk either.
You have to go. You have to hit the...
See if it'll... I'm like doing gang signs in front of my Quest to see if it'll track my...
Oh, we got one more thing to talk about before we, I don't know, go on to another subject. How about you show the people the skin?
Not doing it. I will blow...
Do it.
I will kill myself. Alright, hold up.
So...
Look on your thing. Is this...
Dylan here got a skin made
for him. It's the most cancerous shit.
And so the guy who Dylan had like imported into VR chat took away everything that was good about it, and then the guy asked $70 to add all the shit back, which was like changing the color to like from red to white, and to like remove a baseball cap and stuff like that, and eye movements. He removed all that and said he would add it for $70.
Yeah, so
the
what he did
skin.
is he tried to scam me. I saw it because in the pictures, when I asked in like the middle of him doing everything, I asked for progress pictures to send to him, which I did, and he sent me like the Blender thing, like the his little page, and in the recycling bin, in the little thing, I could see all of the assets for like the toggles and whatnot, and I didn't think nothing about it, but because I didn't see it at the time, and then and once I put on the avatar, like once he finally uploaded it to my account, I like wore it and I checked the toggles and I was just staring. I was like, because there's nothing there. So I messaged him and I was like, hey dude, there was toggles. Where are they? And he was like, toggles? I don't know toggles. I can add toggles for you. And then I was like, no, no, no. I know for a fact there were toggles. I had video proof that there were toggles. Where are they? And he was like, I don't know, but I can add these toggles you're asking for about $75, maybe 80, depending on how many it is. And I was like, dude, I already paid you 50 out of just, I'm sorry for you, you know? And I already paid you 50. I was being generous. And now you want to ask me for another $100. It's like that other guy from Nigeria tried to scam me. Fucking. Well, pretty much
Okay,
he had
show this absolute dog ass skin already.
Pretty much he had the toggles to the side, and he wanted me to pay him like $100 worth to add them to quotations on the ad. But he just had them on standby. Look at this. This fucking piece of shit.
So
Let me do a little rotation for you. Look at the low quality of this jacket that he also changed. Look at it.
So bad.
It's absolutely disrespected Nolan North.
I can't even clone it. It's such poor quality that I can't clone it.
Such a disrespect to Nolan North Deadpool. Look at the hand comparison too. Look at the hand comparison. Put it up next to it. Okay. Show them. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
My hands are higher quality than yours.
Alright, I can't stand this shit. I'm getting out of this. I can feel the tumor growing in my brain.
Oh, dude, I'm not a fan of that. Such a bad skin.
It for real is. Fiverr sucks. I like Fiverr though. Oh, actually, I shop on Fiverr so much that they actually gave me their premium subscription for free.
Yeah, that's how you know you sucking up the Fiverr, dog.
Yes.
They say you've been on our meat for so long. We'll give you a premium.
So just take it. Take it. You need it more than us. Just go. Oh man, I'm gonna text my dad real quick. You entertain them. I'm gonna ask him what he's doing.
Okay. What should I do to entertain? What kind of questions do I have?
Oh no.
I guess I could talk about the cars I'm looking at as my first car.
Cars?
Which
I haven't looked at cars, actually.
I've looked at a few cars.
What cars
and I've been searching my options, you know. There's this there's a really, really cool car that I like. God, but I've been looking at motorcycles so long I forgot the name of the fucking car. It's a Scion. It's a Scion. I want to say SC 300, something like that. I think so. Scion SC.
My controller's bugging for.
It's nice. It's a nice car. I was also looking at the Ford Thunderbird. But
what kind of car is that?
You know, the Ford Thunderbird is crazy because it looks like an old. It doesn't really look like an old person's car. It's modeled after the 1960s Thunderbird. it was made in like 2005.
I got like a
so
red.
it looks like just some normal like old person car, but it's got like a fucking V8 in that bit. Like we were driving down the road in my dad's truck, Thunderbird, fucking, it literally dusts every single car on the highway that we were on. It dusts them all. We're going.
I have. So you know how, after a little while, like a couple years, my dad's gonna move, buy his own house, settle down somewhere. And I'm gonna have the house
Yeah.
that we're building to myself. Well,
Mhm.
I don't know if he'll take any of the cars with him, but I have a red Plymouth, I think a Fury. Red. I have like a good red Plymouth down there, and it needs a little
Is
bit of
it
work and a little bit of interior work.
is it like completely broken
I have a
down?
pic.
Like one even?
No, it's not broken down. It's just.
Does it have a key?
It might need. Huh?
Do you have the key for it?
My dad has the key.
Oh,
I'll send you a
so
picture
does
of
it-
what it's supposed to look like. Like with a
does it
much
start up
nicer
at
version
least?
of it. Oh yeah, it starts. It probably still has gas in it. It starts. Literally just the interior needs touched up a little bit. Like there's like rips in the seats and stuff, and it's super dusty and old.
See,
And
I don't
stuff might need
understand how
touched
you
up a
can
little
just
bit.
leave a car outside.
We're supposed to work on it, but we got that house to work on, so we never really have time. Oh look, my hand. No.
We'll put up a picture of what he's talking about. Like,
Yeah, I'll send it to you
we'll,
really
we'll,
quickly.
we'll give a
Hold on.
comparison. We'll put like a real nice one like right here, and we'll put like his like over there next to him. You'll see it like some right now in editing.
I might have deleted it.
Oh me.
Yeah, just talk for a minute while I look for it.
Oh, what else have I been looking at? Oh, I bought Doom Eternal. I finished it like years ago. Like 3 years ago, something like that. Like 2, 3 years ago, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I finished it. And I went to play it again because I haven't played it in so long. That game, it was so hard when I first played it because it was like I was really new to games. And I was on controller, and my experience was ass because I died like every single second. As soon as I finished Doom Eternal, I never wanted to touch the disc ever again. But I bought it on Steam for my PC, and I played it then, and oh my god, it's so much more fun on PC.
Yeah.
Like, it took me around, like, probably an hour to beat the Icon of Sin, like, the last big boss at the end. It probably would have taken me, like, 5 tries, like, 6 tries when I first played. I washed him first try in, like, 10 minutes. And then the Con Maker, I was so worried about that fight, because I was like, I remembered it being so bad. It was so easy. I washed her in like 5 minutes. It was such an easy fight. I only needed like one gun to hurt her, and the super shotgun I only used because I could grapple onto her and punch her in the air.
All right. The picture I'm about to send you, I've sent you a screenshot of the Google page, and then I sent you the actual picture.
Let
I'm
me check.
pretty sure that's what it is. It's a red Plymouth Fury 3, I believe.
Almost. Yeah, it almost looks like the GTO. Oh, it looks really nice.
Yeah, but the one
Well-
outside, it's like the red's a little bit faded. It's recent paint, like within like the last 3 years, but it's still faded because it sits out in the sun with the weather. So it
We'll
needs
have-
another coat of
we'll-
paint. Needs clean.
We'll have him like we'll have you go outside after this recording and take a picture so we can side by side
will.
it in the video.
It's dark out, but I can still go get a picture. It's
dark
probably
outside.
dark. It's
How's it dark
8:27.
outside?
It's 8:27, dog.
It's light
Oh
outside.
no, it's not
where I
dark
am.
outside. The fire. I'm retarded. Yeah. Oh, ooh, gonna have to bleep that.
It doesn't get dark.
We
till,
can't say
like,
that no more.
9:30.
9:15, 9:30. It's a bit different
Oh
every
my
now and then.
God.
It changes so much around here. It'll go dark at like 9 one day, and then the next day it'll be dark at 7:30. So I mean, you never really know. It'll be consistent for like a week, and then it'll. I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking. All right.
My dad was always talking about how he wanted to work on a car with us, and he was looking at a Camaro. Like, cause that was like the car of his childhood. Like, he really liked that car, but he never bought it. His first car was actually a Pontiac Firebird, which he bought for like $2,500, and it broke after like a year.
I'm a free man, Arthur. Look
Like,
at this.
he sold it to someone after he like drove it for like a year, and the guy called him back like 2 days later after my dad sold it to him and said that the engine blew.
Really?
And so my dad never called him back. He was like, "That ain't my problem."
It really is. I mean, after he sold it, it's really just all him. Anyways,
yeah, no,
the reason I brought up the Plymouth is because
signs.
I was gonna say, if whenever I live by myself, I might work on it and fix it back up. And I was gonna ask if you may want to have accompanied me, and we could fix it together, and we can make a video off of
love
it.
to do that.
We can make a couple videos off of that, actually.
We were planning on going on a cruise, me and Dylan here. So we might be
I
able to
forgot
make a
about
few
that.
videos on that at some point. My
Correct.
mom was talking about it as like a spring vacation because we can't do it in the summer anymore since the summer's almost over.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. When's spring again?
I don't know, man.
If you
Spring
guys are
break,
going
when
on
it
one,
is.
you gotta bring me with you.
Oh yeah, it'll probably just be me and my mom and you, most likely. I don't know, maybe my dad would come. My dad doesn't usually go on vacations with us. It's either because of his work or because he just doesn't come.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I visited my brother, like, a lot, and he's never come with us, like, once. And it'd be like a whole week-long vacation in Colorado or somewhere like that.
Oh, I figured it out.
You okay?
I'm tweaking, dude. This
Yeah,
hand
your
tracking
hand's
shit's
like,
wild.
Why am I still here?
Whoa.
Just to suffer.
I set my controllers beside me, and now I'm a free man.
Okay, I can see that you're very happy about your pause.
Resume.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna work on that together. I don't. My dad was always talking about, oh, we should buy a broken down Camaro and fix it up, and I was like, yeah, that'll be fun, and then he never did it. Ever.
We have a couple, like maybe two. We have 3 old cars that need touched up. We have the Plymouth Fury 3. We have, I think like a Challenger, maybe a black Challenger, like an old one. And then
that could be expensive.
maybe I don't know. And then we've got this like green car, because my dad knows everything about them. He's the one who like has all the keys. He's the one that bought them.
You never talked to him about it? Never asked him?
No, nobody talks about them. The green one sits beside the house, so I can I'll take a picture of all the cars and I'll send them to you.
Yeah, we'll put them up.
So
like, right here.
Don't upload this directly after, because remember, A, you have to edit it, and B, I have to send you those pictures.
Yeah, I have to edit it, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get it into an editing software.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get it into an editing software.
Just find a free one, like on a website.
Yeah, and I have no idea how to edit this Still be a
It's
good
fine. Just cut
experience.
out some parts. If you want to put a picture up on a screen, you have to do it as an overlay. You know, it's kind of
It should
simple.
be fun.
But
It should be pretty easy.
yeah. So what you could do to get them to your computer, the pictures I sent you, is put them in the Blurred Eyes Discord, and then go on Discord and save them on your PC.
Yeah. I can do that.
Bro, there's that one girl on our Discord who we never talk to, who's just there.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
now and then when we put something in there, like images, she'll be like, "Oh, nice." What the fuck?
Yeah, and I haven't talked to her in like
I don't even know
I
who
don't
she
know.
is.
She was a friend I met in one of my classes, and we talked, and then after like that semester was finished, we never talked. Like we got such good friend, we were such good friends for like that first semester, and then as soon as it stopped, done. In
Did
communication.
Rio turn lesbian on you?
No. The relationship
a
we
long
just
silence.
kinda
Failing, so you just both mutually agreed to break up.
yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty
Okay.
it
'Cause I
lasted
thought-
like 2 weeks though.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that you guys used to sit near each other, and then one day you were just just opposite sides, and it was like something's going on here.
Yeah, but
My
it
boy
never
got
really
done dirty.
changed our friendship at all.
I feel like she
because-
kind of parted from you a little bit in class specifically.
Oh
but
yeah, probably. I don't know. I
it's probably just
stopped
awkward
talking
for
to
her.
her.
at first.
She
think she's
found
a
other
him now.
friends. I found you. It all changed, you know.
I mean, we were technically we were with each other before, but
Pause.
resume. We were
Yeah, you know, we were together for a bit.
yes, we were together. Letting my CIA agents know that. Update the records,
Make
boy.
sure they know. Make sure they know.
Gonna have to
You
add
know
a
who
new
you
file
are.
tonight, John. But this is actually so much better than holding controllers. What sucks is you can't move or walk around. So
Yeah, you just got stuck stationary.
I haven't really mastered that yet. I can do this though.
Hunchback of
That's-
Notre Dame over there. Just face
Notre
that
Dame.
posture over there. Notre
Notre Dame.
Dame.
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame. No one says Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Notre
Oh
Dame.
man. How long have we been going? I'd say about 25 minutes. That's probably how long
Yeah,
we've been
probably
doing.
like 30 minutes, 35. That's what I'm guessing.
I remember our first video. I hated the Judd video so much, dude.
Oh, it
I'd
was so
never do it again.
ass. Now that I look
He
back on it,
he
it was
wants to be a
so
part of
bad.
it so bad. He asked me all the time. He was like, I'll do this and this with you if you let me on the next episode. I'm like, dude, please.
He wants to be on the podcast so
I tell him
bad.
sometimes I tell him, sorry, dude, we're not like hosting people right now, or we already got somebody.
We're not hosting people. We're not hosting people in our fucking videos. Please.
next episode-
Please contact us.
The next episode after that was introducing mobile. Oh.
We haven't talked to Mobile in a minute.
We tried contacting him, and the one time we tried contacting him, he really appreciated the fact that we reached out again, but he was busy, so he couldn't do it.
No, he wasn't busy. It was because he hadn't.
Oh, he deleted COD for a little bit.
He deleted COD even though he was at like level 360.
Fucking like a
No,
week.
actually,
We met him
He's like at 500 now. Like
We met
570
him?
something.
when we met him like 3 weeks after Warzone 2 came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was
at,
like
what,
level 250.
250? Yeah, he
He was
was
at level
already level
257.
250. No, I think the top was 250 and then they
It
brought
probably
it up.
wasn't even 3 weeks. It was probably like a week or two, week and a half. I remember we met him
And
on
so we
like our
played
third
with
match
him.
ever.
Yeah,
The
we
only
did.
reason we
'Cause
actually got in contact
I
with him is because
remember, because I remember exactly
he
what we were
saved us.
doing that game too. I remember what
We were
did
getting
that game.
we were getting
the
absolutely
weird
touched
White
by people,
Lotus.
and then
We were getting White Lotus stuff by raiding strongholds. That's what we were doing.
we were in a stronghold, and another team was there, and all of a sudden, Mobile was solo DMZing, and he found us and he helped us, and we invited him to our team, and then after the game ended, it like kicked him from our party, so we went back and we looked, and the only reason we got in more contact with him is because I thought he had some connection with Zachary, because back when like COD still has bugs, but when most fixed bugs were out, it said that his account was like my friend's account. So we started messaging him, and then we ended up really like. You remember? We fucking
Yeah. We played with him
man.
like, a lot for a bit, and he thought we were
coffee
like,
boy.
he thought we were like 20-some years old, like 18.
I remember
thought
we
we
were
were in
telling him like, man,
college.
we got school tomorrow, and he was like, you guys got school? Like, yeah.
No, because I remember we'd say oh yeah, we have school tomorrow, and he'd be like, oh, okay, so like any essays or exams coming up? I'm like, yeah, man.
Nah, brother. I got a 250 word essay.
I'm learning my ABC.
We're reading Old
I gotta
Man in
write
the Sea.
An essay on how to do the ABCs. We
I
are
was
doing the
actually
film
taught.
project class though. So
That we
maybe
are, that we are.
like,
Maybe that'll help us with it. I hope they let us do the podcast. You know, how
I
cool that'd
bet
be?
you the podcast that they do is just like something for like sports
Probably about
and stuff
over-
at school.
It's probably
It's probably
for
what
the
it
Career
is.
Academy.
It
We
probably
have to
is.
sit there
It's
and
probably
fucking
like,
talk about that shit. I
it's
swear to
probably like some
God,
ass. Okay.
I want to do that so bad. I remember we were kind of interested in it, and then as soon as we went in the podcast room, he was like, "This is where we do a lot of our podcasts," and they had professional cameras and green screens. And the teacher, Miss Hilton, she saw us both and just stare at each other, like we both
I think
immediately looked to each other as
I
soon
know
as she
what
said
we're
podcast.
doing today.
That's how she found out about our channel. She talked to me and she was like, I saw you were interested in the film thing. When you and your buddy Troy heard the word podcast, you both looked at each other. And I was like, yeah, we actually have one. And she was like, oh, nice. What's it called? And I was like, I cannot tell you that.
I cannot. That is
That
close
is
information
private.
because of any teacher was to see our podcast.
Cannot have that. I can't go to school again like this year. Her ask us about the
Dude.
absolute.
And I had her as my teacher the next semester.
I like Miss Hilton. She's
Yeah.
my favorite teacher. One of my
Dude,
favorites.
Mr. Williams is my favorite teacher of all time. I'm not even gonna
Mr.
lie.
Williams is cool, but I hate how he constantly tried to pry stuff out of it. He'd make fun of people because nobody in our class ever asked or answered any questions ever. It was the
Oh
stupidest
no,
thing ever.
no.
Not one kid would speak. But I think it's mainly because every kid in our class was one of those like little popular kids. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are like it was full of like pick me girls, stupid country, those like sports kids. That think everything's funny, and you know what I'm talking about? Just like
Oh yeah, the ones that like laugh
those
because they
people.
said some like stupid fucking word.
they
They'd
got
be
in
using
trouble
like
for
some
talking and
ancient.
shit all the
They'd be
time.
using some like an ancient term in like some book, and they'd be like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?"
But that's the only thing I didn't like about that class was the students, especially when you had to like split up and sit next to people. Because I
Oh,
always
God.
I always had to
The
sit next
first
to like
table I got
weird kids
sat
and
with
pit me
was
girls.
actually cancer, dog.
I was so excited
It
when he
was
sat me, you and Hunter
so
together.
bad.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, let's go.
What was good
The
too is
iconic
because that was
trio.
like the second or third table switch he did, and he let us sit like that for months. And then it was like the last, and then he made us switch one more time, and then that lasted for like 3 weeks, and then he switched it again, and we were beside each other once more.
I remember because I was sitting at a table with Rio, and
Yeah, I think that's when you guys started
Eventually-
dating, isn't it?
yeah, I was around that point, yeah. And eventually, we just went to our separate table. We just left that table behind. It was just nobody sitting at that table except some like girl who never talked to anybody in that class. Because
Yeah,
you remember
there's
that,
a couple of those.
that girl that had the My Hero backpack?
That girl, I know who she is. I've talked to her.
I
a
know
couple
who
times.
she is. I have talked to her before, but that was like
Do
that's
not
because she was in my
remember her name.
band class in 8th grade.
She used to cry in the lunchroom all the time.
Oh, she used to cry in band like every day.
Sit in the corner of the lunchroom and just cry. I felt bad for her. I talked to her all the time. I realized like she would cry in classrooms because she was like just super alone. And I talked to her every time I passed her in the hallway, where the teacher would like, "Hey, if you're not comfortable here, you can sit out in the hallway if you want." And then she'd go and like ball up in the hallway outside the classroom. And every time I passed her, I'd talk to her for like 10 minutes. And most of the time she'd ignore me, but I'd always ask her how her day was and stuff. She still kind of sort of ignores me. She's super shy on me in particular, but yeah.
She said you were looking mad fine. She couldn't. She was just like, oh no. So anyway, I don't know.
Oh, my hands are tweaking.
Bro's got
I got the
Parkinson's.
freaking arthritis.
You can't be making those jokes anymore, dog.
We're in a different time now.
It's not the same.
Used to say Black Ops 2 was an excuse, but now
Dude, who's the guy that you've been sending me, dog? Fucking Blood King or whatever?
Blood along. I hate it when a bitch tells me to have a good day. Have a great day. Shout out to Bloodline. I'm gonna play one of his videos. Hold on.
Oh god.
I'm playing the one. I'm playing. I probably will. Fuck. I'm playing it anyway. Where's Bloodlong at? Did you see that one video about the storm I sent you?
I don't think I saw it. Soon enough, I would just ignore your TikToks as you send like 50 of them to me, and I'd be like, I'm done with you. Never. Try to show the phone to me like I can hear.
It's like this super smooth COD edit. I think it's COD Mobile, to be honest.
He's a monster, dog. It's not COD Mobile.
He's good. He is good.
He's a monster. He's an absolute
That man's hitting
beast.
clips.
Like,
God.
I thought my sniping
Shout
was
out
god
to
tier.
Bloodlong.
He's out there fucking JFKing people.
If I find out Bloodlong has a YouTube, I'm putting him in this description. Shout out to Bloodlong.
Shout out to Bloodlong. Bro's a god.
He is. Truly is.
I love to just see like a statue of like Bloodlong in COD Mobile somewhere. Fucking.
There's a monument.
This monument is dedicated to Bloodlong.
He's like stepping on the body. Ghost of Caldera. Fucking TikToker, dude.
Dog,
Man, oh man.
you would send me so many TikToks, and I would watch one, and then I wouldn't watch the other one because I would get stuck on TikTok.
Did you watch the latest?
An hour.
Did you watch the latest one I sent you though, where the guy's in the storm?
Let me check. I don't think I have.
I don't think you did watch it. I think you just replied crazy, then just went on your day. No, you didn't. I sent it to you. It was before I said we have to record a podcast. I sent it to you, and then I started talking to you. It's pretty funny, though. I liked it a lot.
I mean, I'm watching it. God damn. God damn. What the fuck? God damn.
See the lightning strike?
This shit was crazy. Tiananmen Square Massacre.
Have you seen that video where that guy's like, if you're ever like getting hacked by like Chinese people, he was talking about Chinese people in lobbies. He was like, the like Chinese government has this thing where if like Tiananmen Square is put in at like anywhere, if like the exact date of Tiananmen Square incident, like he typed it in the GTA chat and it banned them all from the game. They all got kicked from the server. They have like a thing where they like try to cover that up. So if it's like brought up, like if it's on their computer at all, that's just like.
Oh yeah, it's been fully covered up in China.
I remember
thinking.
they showed us that video. I saw people getting ran over by tanks.
Yeah,
We watched the videos.
you watched the actual video. I remember I saw one
Yes.
video. I saw one video, but it was just like the guy who was standing in front of the tank not moving,
What
and
was?
it didn't like
Yeah,
show the whole clip.
Have you ever seen those memes on TikTok where it's like the protesters laying down on Tiananmen Square and it's just like me and the boys and like in the car like bumping up and down. The fuck? Oh, but watch it.
Yeah.
You ever heard about? Are you hearing about those trans-abled people? Which is crazy.
What? I didn't hear you.
There's
What'd you say?
people. I said, have you ever heard about those trans-abled people?
No. What was that?
I think that's what they're called. I think that's what they
What?
call it. I could be wrong. It's people are. I don't know if they're faking disability. Most people are faking the disabilities because they're too poor to get like surgeries done. But people are getting surgeries done to become disabled.
You're
Like
lying.
some people are literally like doing stuff to go blind. People are trying to get in wheelchairs. Some people are trying to give themselves Down syndrome. It's insane. People
Oh
are
my
going.
God.
People want to be disabled.
How insensitive do you have to be?
For real. It's insane.
Like I remember I did see one, but it was like it didn't have anything to do with transabled because it was like 10 years ago, and it was this lady who hated being able to see things and wanted to be blind, so she poured bleach in her eyes, but she didn't go blind.
Just excruciating pain for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, just
She wakes up in the hospital bed. They take the bandage off. She's like, damn it.
God,
All that pain. She had to walk out with LASIK eye surgery to fix that shit. They were like, all right.
Oh,
Now you have even
keep
better
it.
vision there before. Get out of here. I don't know. Just stare at a
Fix the
screen all
radar.
day. We just play
Yeah.
VR for a couple days straight.
Oh,
Sleep
dude.
in VR.
Well, I don't
Your
know,
eyes will be
because
dry.
there's been lab tests that have completely disproven the fact of staring at a TV, even at close range, will do anything to your eyesight. But
I'm gonna get blue light glasses though. Just just precaution.
my mom says that it's all, oh, your eyesight is bad and you have to wear glasses because you look at screens all day.
Not really. It
My whole
it barely
family
actually
line
affects
on
you.
my mom's side has like had glasses like their whole life. I'm like, what do you
And
mean?
you want to critique me about watching an
She
animated
wears
movie?
glasses. My mom wears glasses. you talk to me.
You want
Thank
to
you.
tell me
Thank you, Walker.
it's wrong to watch an animated movie about Spider-Man, but you over here fucking.
Yeah, she was talking so much shit about Spider-Verse when she took me to drop
I
me
just
off to
don't
see it with you.
understand. It's an animated movie.
I don't
Like,
understand.
no,
It's
shut
an
up.
animated movie.
I remember we were standing in line, and then I was waiting with you. Like I had already had my seat. I had an open bag of beef jerky sitting in my seat, and
take it
I
with
went in
you.
the line. I was waiting in the line with you, and then your mom looked up at me. She was like, "I don't understand why you guys want to see this so much. It's an animated movie. It's not even that good." And I'm like, I stared at you for a
See?
second, and then I looked at her and I sighed. And I'm like, "Listen, it's Spider-Man."
Listen, you gotta hear me out.
She just
So, can you tell that my mom has an accent? Can you tell?
yeah, you can definitely tell.
So I've been living with my mom for so long that it just seems like a normal English accent, American accent to me.
It's like English with like a German kind of slur to it.
Yeah, but I can't notice it anymore. So when we go to restaurants and she speaks, they're like, "Whoa, where are you
It's
from?"
like
And I'm like, "What?"
fucking Scandinavia, brother. Yeah. But it's like it's almost like she's been speaking English for so long that it's like she's started to her body is switching
Yeah,
teams.
she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't really speak much German anymore. The company she works for uses her as like a middle ground between their company and like German people. So
I think my
like
dad works
that's the
at a
only reason she
Norwegian
goes on
company.
business trips. Like we need a translator.
Next time your mom's on a business trip, you should just bring me over. I'll trash your house.
I test you, my parents aren't here.
Usain Bolt. I'm not gonna.
Let me be clear.
Oh man, dude, I played Cuphead.
Dude,
Never again.
I remember playing that with one of my old friends in my old county. And
I've
oh
never
my
said
god.
so many of. I said the most offensive things known to man that day.
Dude, Cuphead is actually
I said
cancerous.
some very bad things playing Cuphead. We got to like the candy area, and like dude, the jungle runs were so hard. I was stuck on the first jungle run for like 2 hours. I finally beat it, and fucking
I'd be hitting these mad clutches when I played Cuphead with my old friend. I'd be getting these mad clutches. Like my friend would be like almost up at the air where I can barely parry him. I'll fucking Michael Jordan power that
feels
man
good
back
when you
in.
can finally get that stuff.
And then he has like full health, you know. We're at like the end of the level. I go down. I'm like, oh yeah, you got this. He gets washed in like 2 seconds. I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
You fucking
Failure. Can't take you nowhere.
failure.
Good for nothing. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your family. Like, I'd have beat
You're
him.
nobody.
Honestly. She just right hooked him right
And-
there.
Like you son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. How long has it been?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know.
You should look.
Let me check my phone. What time
It's
did we start?
8:54. It's probably already been an
we
hour.
It probably has
Just look
been
real
an
quick.
hour.
Tab over
Okay,
to OBS.
what's like one more conversation we can have before we go?
Fuck. I can tell him about how I'm building my Spider-Man suit.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I haven't been talking about that. I forgot about that.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you pictures too. Brother, I am building this outfit. So I have suits. I have blown through probably like $500 worth of stuff. No, not even that. Like 300. I have my grandma gave me like 150 to spend, so I bought like a $120 resin printed face shell that I sent you pictures of. You seen it. And then
Yeah.
I have a high quality suit that I got for like $50, which I'm going to officially use. And then I have a low quality like white morph suit without a mask that I'm going to. It's going to be like my practice for a little bit. And then once I get that perfect, then I'll copy it onto the expensive one. And then I have a high quality mask with eye holes that I'll use for my face shell. And then I have a low quality mask that doesn't have eye holes yet. I'll have to cut them. But I've made my own lenses. I had craft foam. And I actually followed Amazing PSM's videos. I'll have to get you to put that up there. I'll put his channel in the description. Shout out to him. I followed his mask tutorial. I got some craft foam. I cut out my templates. I coated one side in Plastidip, and then covered them lightly with plastic. I didn't want to drown them. And then I have some white PC fan mesh. Not white PC fan mesh. I have PC fan mesh, and I have white spray paint that I have to put together. I have to, when my PC fan mesh delivers, I'm gonna lightly coat it with white spray paint, and then I'm going to put them on the lenses, and then I'm gonna glue the lenses to the cheap white mask. Because Spider-Man doesn't just have a face shell on his side every day. Sometimes you gotta have
Like
that quickie.
I need to get that Deadpool mask with a different fucking.
For real. That's the
things.
only one that has white eyes. The only one. And what's good
Yeah, I
too
need to
is
pick
that
that one
same
up.
seller, sells those expressions, which is good because now that you know for
Bro,
a fact that
I
the
was
eyes will
looking
fit.
at it. It went from like 150 to 250 if you want to get like
Really?
a line around the eye. Like
A
it was
line
just
around
like
the
a few
oh, like the
stitching.
stitching.
There, a few stitching lines around the eye, and they were like, "Yeah, 250. I can do for you."
I
for,
think
like,
it adds a
250."
little bit more of like a movie perspective, like a what you
Yeah,
might call
a
it.
little bit more high quality esque.
Yeah.
Speaking
We're
of
just put it in
money,
like a fucking sewing machine for like 3 seconds.
you know how gypped we got on COD Mobile?
Yeah, I'm
Like-
fully aware of how much money I jiffed on Codmo.
Because I was watching this video and the biggest bombshell of my life got dropped on me. Because I was like, oh yeah, COD Mobile.
The
Yeah,
COD
I haven't
mobile
seen this
servers
for a
getting
while."
shut down.
And they were like, oh yeah, you should really go on PC because if you use your account on PC and buy stuff on the mobile, instead of $130, it's $30 for a skin.
Wait, if you what? If you play COD Mobile on PC, it's
Yeah.
what?
It's like 30
It's cheaper
bucks.
on PC?
Yeah, it's $30, maybe
How?
tops. I don't know.
Half
it's
of
like-
getting the skins is spinning wheels.
It's $125 for like that. I guess the CP points on PC are like a lot less. Cause I mean, look at MW2. The skins on there are like what? Again,
It's like $20 for like I think the highest is like 25.
yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, we got
the
gypped bad.
$20 packs are actually the cheap ones. The fucking coins is like $45 in.
I remember when COD Mobile was like in its little phase where it had like these little packs that you could buy for like $25 that gave you like a skin and a cool gun and stuff like that.
My fucking
And now
bacon
you have to pay
skin,
like
bro.
$125 for a single skin on a gun.
You right.
Unless you get
That is
lucky.
true. You'll blow through $40 on like you'll go through like almost $100 worth of COD points on COD Mobile for a gun that you won't even get because every time you spin the wheel on COD Mobile, it always goes through everything first.
I remember every time we'd play and you'd look at the skins, it'd be like the fucking devil on your shoulder, like, I know you want to spend a little more. Come on, put a
I
little
hate you
money
for that.
on you."
And then that
remember
one
when you were
time I
like,
meant
"Oh."
to buy like a
And that's what I
$10
was about to
packet and I
talk
accidentally
about,
bought
it's like-
$100. I blew $100 and I still didn't get the thing.
And I remember you
So
still
pissed.
didn't get the gun.
Mhm.
It was so good, and you had like one roll left, and you would have.
I was
gotten the gun.
one away from it and I still didn't get it.
You're like, no.
I told
no."
myself after I had accidentally bought the 100, I was like, I'm not spending any more money today. I don't care if I get it or not. And then I didn't get it, and I was one away. But I'd have to pay. It would have been like almost $100 in coins. So I was like, no,
No, it would
That's
have been
why-
like
that's why I don't like the-
$25.
dude. It's like $10 for like 1,000 COD coins on Modern Warfare 2.
And that does nothing.
Yeah,
The
And
battle
that
pass
doesn't even
is
get you anything.
way better. Like you have to you just spend,
$20.
like $20 at most, and you get like a bunch of cool skins and cool guns.
In Modern Warfare 2,
XP.
$20 gets you like 2,500 points, like coins.
Yeah,
And
it
like
does.
almost
yeah.
none of the packs are like 2,500. Most of them are 3,500, 3,700. They're rarely ever in the 2,000s, ever. It sucks. It's stupid. It's gonna turn me racist.
The tracer packs are usually around 3,000.
Yeah.
The normal packs are like 2,500, maybe. Some tracer packs are 2,500.
Bro, you know the boys is collaborating with Call of Duty now?
Yeah, I've been waiting to see when that would happen. Oh, you think
I
we
might
just
get the-
missed it?
I don't know, I saw on Instagram.
Dude, my body
thing.
is collapsing, dog.
I've been hunched over for like 45 minutes.
My body's collapsing because like I was sitting in my recliner downstairs, and my fucking ankle started writhing in pain for no reason. None. None at all. I was like, God.
You ever been laying in bed and then your calf muscle just starts fucking caving in on itself? You're like, oh.
Oh my God.
You
It's-
over there
it's
twisting
too
and turning.
relatable.
You're like a fish out of water on your bed sheets. Like,
God.
sometimes it got so bad to where it was hurting so much. I like grabbed the calf muscle and I was pulling it to like separate it, and I was like, please. Mine's literally cramped for like 45 minutes straight, and then
Oh,
once you
dude,
finally
mine
get it to
doesn't last
uncramp, once you finally get it
Mine
to
usually
uncramp,
lasts,
if
like,
you
2
barely
minutes.
turn it, it like like it's like teasing you. You finally get
It's
it to
like,
calm
you don't
down.
want-
You barely rotate your leg. I'm gonna do it. Don't you fucking.
And you're like, oh man, it's finally gone. You slowly move your leg. You're like, oh, you want to move it too much. You might go back into a cramp.
Can't bend your leg. You can't stretch your leg. You can't turn that thing sideways.
No, no, no.
It's locked there forever.
No, no, no. You are not allowed to have free will over your muscles. No more. None. Zero.
All right. Well, we wrapping this up or what? It's probably been
Yeah,
over an hour.
We can. Yeah, we can. We can do that.
Alrighty.
We can. Who's gonna? I'll do the outro, I guess.
All right.
Well, this has been the Blurred Eyes podcast. And
You
I.
did.
Give me a
Sit up
second.
straight.
No, I don't want to sit up straight.
All right, that's a fair reaction. I wonder if I.
And I will see you guys later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to completely cut out this part.
Supposed to say, what are you gonna do,
Well,
like the James Bond
end
thing?
it.
Where you gonna?
Yeah, that's what I was
do,
gonna
like,
do.
the PowerPoint.
I'm gonna edit it.
Circle
I'm
presentation.
gonna edit it.
You should keep this in. Like when the circle closes, like you just shot. You should just have the black screen. You should just keep all this audio in.